Hi and welcome to the course. My name is Nikolai and I will be your instructor for this course. In this course you will start as a beginner with no previous knowledge about Wi-Fi hacking and Kali Linux. My goal is to keep the lecture short so that you can go through them quickly. Now let's talk about some of the topics that I will cover during the course. In the first part, I'm going to teach you a basic understanding of wireless networks and how they work. Then I'm going to show you some different wireless settings and how to install Kali Linux in VMware player. And lastly, you will learn some very useful Linux commands. Once done with that, I will move to second part, which is more advanced. So in this part you will learn how to perform a denial of service attack and find hidden networks. After that you will learn how to hack wireless networks using tools like Aircrack-ng, Wireshark, Wifite, Crunch, Cowpatty, Pyrit, Reaver, and so on. Finally, I'm going to teach you how to perform an evil twin attack. This course is for those who want a career in cybersecurity, or also for someone who just simply wants to learn all the cool Wi-Fi hacking tricks. You also have to remember that all information exposed in this course has the goal to teach you the techniques used by hackers in order to avoid their attacks. So, basic understanding of wireless networks. So, what is a wireless network? Is the network set up by using radio signal frequency to communicate with other computers, just like cell phones and radios. Wireless networks makes life incredibly easy and give us such great mobility. It's also referred to as a Wi-Fi network or WLAN. In 1997, the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers created the first WLAN standard, which is a set of technologies for wireless communication. For an easy understanding, I made a simple table to show you a brief history of wireless standards. This table describes the Wi-Fi standards to help you understand the evolution of Wi-Fi technology. As you can see, there are 5 standards. But you only need to remember the N and the AC, because these are the most common standards in use today. Next is wireless signals. Wireless signals are electromagnetic waves traveling through the air. They are important because they can transfer information like audio, video, or voices, and so on. There are 2 types of Wi-Fi signal, 2.4 GHz, a lower frequency, this is the more common Wi-Fi technology in use today, and the 5 GHz, which is a higher frequency used by fewer devices and can achieve higher speeds. The range is also shorter. You will also need to know what is a wireless channel. For the 2.4 GHz band, there are 14 channels. If you are building networks in the US, you can only use channels 1 through 11. You can also use the 5 GHz frequency band, which is much wider and has more channels. These channels do not overlap, so you don't have to worry about picking non-standard channels like in the 2.4 band. Now that you know what channels and different bands are, you will need to know how to avoid radio interference. If you live in a populated area, your neighbor's Wi-Fi could interfere with yours. So change the default Wi-Fi channel and use 1, 6, and 11. These 3 channels have no frequency overlap. Interference can also come from other electronics, such as microwaves, cordless phones, tablets, and so on. The last topic I want to cover in this video is wireless antennas. Antennas are also key components of these radio communication systems. There are 2 types, omnidirectional and directional. An omnidirectional antenna sends a signal out equally in all directions. An directional antenna sends a signal out in one direction. Okay, so now that you have a basic theoretical understanding of wireless networks, we are ready to move on to my next video, where I will show you useful wireless settings for your wireless network. First of all, you need to log in to your wireless router, but to get prompted with a login page, you need to know the IP address of the router. So click on the Start menu and type CMD. Press Enter. Next, type ipconfig and look for default gateway. This will be your IP address for accessing the router. Now I will log into my router and show you some important settings. First thing you need to do is change default password, because router manufacturers use the same username and password, which is usually admin and the password admin. An easy way to find router passwords is by using routerpasswords.com. Here you have a huge database of different routers. Just select one and click Find Password. As you can see, this is a very effective way to find your username and password. Okay, so let's switch back to my router interface and go to the wireless tab. Here you have different options. You can select the wireless modes and use as client, client bridge, ad hoc, but leave it on AP. Next is network modes or standards, where you have B, G, N only, and so on. The big thing right here are channels, because these channels can help you avoid interference. So I recommend using 1, 6, or 11. Next is your network name and broadcast, which is enabled. This means that I'm able to see the name of the access point when searching for wireless networks. Disable mode will make your wireless network invisible. The next important tab is wireless security. Here you have different security protocols, but always use WPA and avoid web encryption. I will use a simple password for testing. And the last tab I want to cover is MAC filter. This option will prevent clients from accessing your network. If you want to find your wireless MAC address, just open command prompt and type netsh wlan show interface. And here is your MAC address. Another cool trick is to find your wireless password. So type netsh wlan show profile and select your profile name. Mine is Skynet. And then type key equal clear and press enter. As you can see, my password is revealed. So that's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.